Hey everyone, so this will be a short video saying what you guys need to know when buying an Amazon Fire device on how to decide on which one you want. Each of these are the latest versions of their respective sizes. So over here on the right, we have the 2021 Amazon Fire HD 10, the non-plus version. In the middle, we have the 2020 Amazon Fire HD 8 Plus. So this is the Plus version, which gives you an extra gigabyte of RAM, amongst a few other things. And then on the far left here, this is the 2022 Amazon Fire 7. Notice there's no HD in there because it is not an HD display. There is no Plus version to be had, so it is just the version you can buy. But it is the 16 gigabyte instead of the 32 gigabyte storage, but that's the only difference is storage on the 7. So again, these are the latest versions of each of these. So first thing to know when deciding on which one to buy is their screen size, 7-inch, 8-inch, and actually 10.1 inch. Again, it goes along with the name of each of these devices. Along with their screen size is the resolution. This is just standard definition. This is HD, and this is full HD. So this will give you the best looking screen. But with that said, I think all three of these look pretty nice, and I have no issue with any of them. Now, all three of these do use USB Type-C to charge them up, which means they charge a lot faster than their old versions did. And as you guys can see here, they all pretty much look the same, besides from being the biggest, being the medium, being the smallest. Now, as far as power goes, the HD10 is going to be the most powerful, followed by the HD8, followed by the 7. But with that said, the new 7 is a lot better than the old 7 was. You can actually do some light gaming on it if you want to. You can do other things on there that the old 7 could not do because it just did not have the power. So all these are more powerful than their old versions of each of them. But again, the 10 followed by the 8 followed by the 7 is from most powerful to least powerful. As far as storage goes, you can expand each of these up to 1 terabyte or expand them with an up to 1 terabyte micro SD card. So you could technically buy the cheapest version, cheapest storage version of each of these and buy yourself a micro SD card up to 1 terabyte and do it that way. One quick thing to note in the middle of this video is as of right now, which is July 1st, this came out 2 days ago, something like that, 2 days ago. This is the only one, the Fire 7 right now, that has the latest Fire OS on it, which is Fire OS 8. Both of these two are actually running OS 7, but the 08 should be coming to these two pretty soon here. Just a very quick note. So which one you really want to buy probably depends on what you're going to be using it for. If you're just going to be doing very basic web browsing and maybe some e-reading, then the 7 or the 8 should be just fine for you. If you want to do any sort of gaming, I would recommend at least the HD8 Plus or the HD10 Plus. The HD10 is okay, but I actually recommend the Plus over the non-Plus. After having this thing for a while, I wish I would have got the Plus version of it. Because the HD8 Plus actually games a little bit better than the 10. Not the 10 Plus, but just the 10. But with that said, the new 7 can actually do a little bit of light gaming. But again, the 8 and the 10, especially the 10 Plus, are going to be the best at gaming. Again, with emphasis on the 10 Plus being the best for gaming. But I would say if you just want to be using it for e-reading, probably the 7 or the 8 is going to be your best bet because they're smaller. You can hold onto them for longer periods of time. If you guys want, again, the best for web browsing, again, any of these three will work just fine. But the HD10 and HD10 Plus are going to be the best at that. They have the fastest processor, and they also have the most amount of RAM you can get on it. So it comes standard with 3 gigabytes of RAM, but if you get the Plus, you get 4. The 8 comes with 2 gigabytes of RAM. You get the Plus, you actually get 3. Whereas the 7, you get 2 gigabytes. So again, there is no Plus version. So the fastest is going to be the 10 or the 10 Plus. And then if you guys want to see an actual speed test comparison, just go ahead and check out my channel. I have a whole bunch for each of these three. So if you guys want to see actual speed tests, go ahead and check out my channel. We're going to end this video with a speaker test. So the best speakers are going to be on, again, the 10. The 8 is going to be a little bit better than the 7. Both the 10 and the 8 have dual speakers, whereas the 7 only has one. So we're going to do some royalty-free music here, starting with the 7, then we'll go up to the 8, then we'll go up to the 10, and you guys will see. So again, one speaker on the 7 is right here. You guys can see it is having some issues loading in. I believe that is because I could not get the Google Play Store to load correctly on mine. So I'm using one off of Amazon, which basically uses the web browser to get it. So yeah, it has some little issues there, but that's more to do with the app than the device itself. Here is the HD 8 Plus, so a speaker here and a speaker there. So 1 and 2 dual speakers. Volume is up all the way. I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you wanted adventure, then thought of home. Then last but certainly not least is the HD10 here. Again, dual speakers, one up here, one up there. So the HD10 is the loudest and it sounds the best, followed by the 8, followed by the 7. But again, there's not really much difference between the 7 and the 8, except for this has dual speakers, both about the same on volume-wise and how good they sound. So price-wise, and that will give you guys my final verdict here. This is $60 for, well, these will all be for the base versions here. If you go up in storage, it costs, of course, a bit more. And this is also the price with ads, which is just a lock screen ad, which I recommend saving. I think it's like $20 and just getting the ones with ads. This is $60 here in the US. This is $110 here in the US. Otherwise, if you get the non-plus version, it is, I believe, $90. Whereas the HD10 is $150, or if you get the plus version, is $180. So $60, 90 to 110 plus, 150 to 180 plus. So I would say if you want something just for e-reading and browsing the web, very easy websites, this will probably be just fine for you. It is the cheapest, and the new version is actually really nice. I like it a lot better than the old version. If you want to do any sort of gaming, or decent amount of gaming at least, I would recommend the 8 Plus. I would not recommend the 8. I would spend an extra like $20 or so and get yourself the 8 Plus. If you want the best all-around Amazon tablet that can do the most gaming, it's going to be the quickest, has the best screen, you're going to want to go with the 10, and I would actually recommend the 10 Plus. Again, I wish I would have spent the extra $30 and got in the 10 Plus for the extra gigabyte of RAM. It just seems to make a big difference. So again, my recommendations, unless you just need very basic tablet uses, or you want to do e-reading, I would skip that. I would skip the 8, go to the 8 Plus, skip the 10, go to the 10 Plus. So my recommendation is either 8 Plus or the 10 Plus, unless you just don't want to spend the extra money. So again, this thing is actually pretty decent for the price. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I really do appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.